Nah, you two, you're tough, bro. Yo, you two is tough for this, bro. Y'all see the new update they packed?
My 600-Pound Life has everything a reality TV show needs to be entertaining, from gut-wrenching emotional meltdowns
You're costing me my weight loss surgery and you're ruining everything!
to brutal reality checks.
Steven,
I'll
you're
be
not gonna be
damned,
alive
bro.
much longer the way you live. You want us to write you off as hopeless? Then we will. There is no hope for you.
But what truly
chill,
keeps
bro.
viewers coming
Chris
back
Brown
are
ain't
the
got nothing to do
powerful
with it,
stories
bro.
of perseverance and transformation. Seeing the cast in the show struggle against insurmountable odds, not just for themselves,
did lose a lot of weight,
but
bro.
for the people
Yo,
they
Spades,
love,
appreciate you with the
is
follow.
nothing
Oh,
short.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Where she started and where she's ending up, that's tough, bro. That's tough, bro. Gotta give a round of applause, bro. That's tough. I f that. You know what I'm saying? She need additional surgery, and shit, obviously, because her skin was so stretched out. But like, I f with that. That's a good weight loss. That's
Inspiring.
bro. That's tough.
So you lost almost 250 pounds. Well, how's your life changed since you started the
Not
program?
my shot.
I mean, I can do so much. Just getting out, doing things, not having to depend on people. Just, take care of myself.
Unfortunately, while the show's premise of helping morbidly obese people lose their weight is great on paper, its execution is far from perfect. Behind the triumphant on-screen moments lies a tangled web of emotional manipulation, neglected mental health, and alleged mistreatment, all of which gets buried beneath the dramatic edits and the uplifting music. Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today, we're diving into everything wrong with TLC's My 600-Pound Life, how a show meant to change lives
Did y'all
for the
watch
better has allegedly left many worse off, and
I
at
ain't
least
never
one
watched
tragic case pushed someone past the point of no return. For those who haven't seen My 600-Pound Life before,
What you
it's a
mean? What you
reality
mean?
TV show that aired its first episode in 2012. It's about bringing on extremely obese people, often weighing way over 600 pounds, and providing them with the resources they need to lose the excess weight, including medical supervision.
How do you get to, like, I ain't gonna lie, chat, bro. I don't want to understand this because, nigga, if I understand it, I'm susceptible to it, bro. But how do you get to the point where you are dead, like, 600, like, you can't walk, nigga. Like, you can't walk, you can't do shit, bro. You don't notice yourself getting wider and wider and wider and wider. Like, food can't be that good, bro. I know it's not, bro. My favorite food not that good, bro. Like, that ass, nigga. How do you even get your stomach to accept that, gang? Like, nigga, and I know if you eating that much, you shitting a lot, bro, unless your stomach don't work, bro. So, like, are you just shitting yourself? You can't fit on no toilet. Do they gotta get specialized toilet? Like, you costing yourself so much money, bro. You are dead ass costing yourself, like, so much bread. You have to get specialized toilets. You gotta get someone to take care of you. You gotta buy the food. Like, you clearly spending at least $300 a day on groceries, nigga, because you getting through that shit. That shit not lasting you a week. That chicken you ordered, that shit not lasting you a week, nigga. Like, that ass, bro. That shit's crazy.
Strict dietary plans, and even weight loss surgery.
Like,
And while many of
come
the
on,
show's
bro.
strict
Look at this nigga,
dietary
bro.
plans
Like, stuffing his face with a fucking burrito.
and even weight loss
And this nigga's stomach is dead ass taking up 4 seats, bro. Like, real shit. This nigga got a tongue on his belly, bro. This shit makes no sense.
surgery. And while many of the show's participants regain the weight after their appearance,
It is a little over 4 months since your weight loss surgery, and you already started gaining again. So obviously, that's a very bad situation we have with you.
How you
there
pay
are
for
also a
surgery
number
and
of
then gain
people
weight
who
again,
managed
bro?
to
Come
keep
on,
the
man.
weight off and
Yo,
turn
nah, this
around
W
their
weight
lives
loss.
for
This
good.
W weight loss.
Unfortunately, for every person this show helped, there are others who came out with extremely troubling allegations against its producers,
Like what?
like Gina Krasley, who claimed that the show's producers encouraged her to eat more, also they could add more drama to her episodes. If true, this allegation implied that the show wasn't just documenting the participants' struggles, it was actively creating it, something
niggas
that
be
only
really
undermines their
shiesty.
recovery, but
Niggas be
also
really
calls the
shiesty.
entire premise of the show into question. But this is only the tip of the iceberg, because when encouraging more eating doesn't provide the spectacle they were looking for, the producers resort to deceptive editing to fit the narrative they had in mind. Or at least,
Like what?
that's what happens according to Marla McCants, who did have a successful weight
I'm
loss journey, but
seeing.
isn't very fond of the show that helped her along the
I'm
way. One of her
seeing.
scenes showed her in a hospital bed, refusing to get up even a year after her surgery.
Regarding one particular scene where McCants refused to stand up, she revealed that the show warped the timeline, making it seem as if this scene occurred much longer after the surgery.
This made her look like she was just being lazy and stubborn for no reason, when, according to an interview she did later, this couldn't have been further from the truth, with her stating, like, the scene where I was in the hospital and I wouldn't get up. Y'all don't know why I didn't get up. First of all, they put it out there a year ahead, when actually it was only 1 month after I had the gastric bypass. I had lost 70 pounds the first month. I had my surgery February 13th of 2015. That episode aired March of 2015. So I had just lost 70 pounds. I was malnourished.
2015 was really 10 years ago, bro. 2016 is about to be 10 years ago. The summer of 2016 is about to be 10 years ago. Like, damn, that shit crazy, bro. Time flies.
Nourished. I was in the hospital and he wanted me to get up. Seriously? I'm bleeding on the bed and you want me to get up? Now, reality TV shows tweaking timelines or rearranging
it makes
scenes
sense, bro.
for
That's what
dramatic
niggas
effect
do.
isn't exactly
That's
breaking
what
news.
niggas do,
But
bro.
in Marla's case, it wasn't
Reality
just
TV is fake,
misleading.
bro.
It painted a false picture of her behavior and undermined her commitment to turning her life around.
Why you say Tay
And
too smooth?
unfortunately, it wasn't just Marla who walked away from the show feeling mistreated. Season 7 participant Jeannie Covey accused the showrunners of forcing her to film while she was suffering from emotional turmoil. You see, Jeannie had to travel to Texas with her mother for the show, leaving her father back home. But about 6 months into the filming process, she noticed that she hadn't heard from him in several days. So she contacted the authorities to
Don't tell me this nigga got disconnected from the server, bro. Please don't tell me that.
wellness check, only to be met with devastating news that her father had
Rest in
passed
peace, bro.
away. The
Rest in
show
peace,
then
bro.
showed her returning home and
Damn, that's
abandoning
fucked
the
up,
weight
bro.
loss program Dr. Now, the show's host, had designed for her. She later claimed that she and her mother were grieving the loss of her father and asked the producers to stop filming. However, instead of agreeing to her request, the
Is that not
showrunners
fucked
threatened
up?
them with a law.
Yo, listen, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I get it. You trying to make your paper, but come on, bro. This is a grieving family, nigga. You trying to make it seem like she was just being a greedy girl, bro. The whole time her father just passed away. That's fucked up, nigga. And then you gonna try to threaten them with a lawsuit, bro? You gotta be the spawn of Satan, bro, like that ass.
Lawsuit, essentially
Stay on the path
forcing
of
them to
500
continue
pounds, bro,
filming
come on,
without caring about her mental health. Which brings us to one of the most frequent criticisms from former participants, the show's lack of adequate mental health support. In most cases, food addiction is as much of a mental struggle
Hold the fuck up.
of adequate mental health support. In most cases,
Let's try to decipher what's on this plate. I'm spotting cinnamon rolls, sausage links. That looks like 2 big ass pieces of ham. Bitch. Come on, bro. You over here on my 600-pound life, nigga, trying to get rid of your addictions and shit. Next thing you know, bro, you eating in this big ass plate. You don't need this food, nigga. You don't. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? And then look at the way she looking. Nigga. Look at the way she looking at the plate, bro. Look at the way she looking at the plate, bro. Y'all really gotta see this, nigga. She in love with the plate, bro.
addiction is as much of a mental
Niggas be
struggle
eating-
as it is a
Who
physical
drinks
one.
Coke for
However,
breakfast?
according to these
Look at this nigga. Can't even sit at the table, bro. He got to eat his breakfast off a paper plate, off a food tray. Nigga, like, come on, bro.
participants, the showrunners focused heavily on the
Oh
physical
my god! What? This is your breakfast? Sugar cookies? What is... They had to blur this shit out. French toast? Come on, bruh. Come on. Like, how do you get to this point, bruh?
aspects of weight loss, while neglecting the crucial
And
mental
niggas
health
watch
care
this
they
shit for
needed to break the
entertainment,
addiction. One of these participants is Alicia Kurgan, who alleged that when she brought up her declining mental health to the producers, including depression and anxiety, they did
A
not
lot of
provide
niggas do
any
be getting
counseling.
fat because
All
they
she
depressed.
received
Do you have to blur out depression on YouTube now? Yo, just got home, bro. I hope you enjoy your dinner, bro. I seen the pictures, man. Shout out my nigga X.
Was a single on-camera therapy session that was completely scripted. But that's not all, because she also accused the showrunners of faking her mental health evaluation before the surgery, claiming that she was given a quote 5-question mental health survey a couple hours before her procedure that asked questions with true or false answers. If she answered one of the questions incorrectly, the producers would take the form away and give her another until she answered all the questions quote correctly. And while Alicia was still able to lose her excess weight and change her life for the better, this alleged lack of mental health facilities could explain why so many of the participants regained their weight after ending the show, since without Dr. Now's stern meal plans, there was nothing that motivated them to continue their weight loss journey. Unfortunately,
nah, nigga, I ain't gonna put that on the doctor, bro. Like, that's your fault, bro. That's your fault, nigga. You start losing weight, you 600 pounds, you start losing weight. Next thing you know, you start gaining weight. You trying to blame the doctor for not giving you no meal plans, nigga. How do I tell you? Google is free, bro. Google is free, bro. And look, this might be in 2015, 2014. You still had YouTube, gang. Like, come on, bro. Be so serious, bro. Be so serious, nigga. Ever since the invention of the internet, bro, access to information has always been on our fingertips, nigga. Come on, bro.
The regaining weight pales in comparison to the toll these mental health struggles allegedly took on James Bonner. James appeared in the 6th season of the show and was doing quite significantly better than most other contestants.
Today I'm gonna see where my progress is at, and if I hit
most other contestants.
Today,
how he lose his leg?
I'm gonna see where my progress is at, and if I hit my weight loss goals to get me below 392. Happy with that.
In total, he
lost 102 pounds. That's tough.
Over 316 pounds in just 12 months.
Tough, bro.
And was on track to lose even more.
And he got one leg. That's tough, nigga.
I can do something
that's tough,
today
nigga.
I haven't done in around 15
tough, nigga.
years. I'm hoping I'll be able to start running.
Bro, I fuck with that,
and if
nigga.
I can, that'll mean I can get even more active.
That's tough,
and
bro. I fuck
make
with that.
Progress even
My
faster.
turn.
However, his incredible weight loss journey was tragically cut short on August the 2nd, 2018, when he decided to game over himself. His passing came as a complete shock to everyone who had watched.
No. Bro, that's fucked up, bro. Rest in peace to this nigga. He was going crazy, bro. He was hooping, bro. He was dropping 40 bombs every day, nigga. Yo, damn, rest in peace, bro.
Him fight so hard to turn his life around.
Because if I slip and fall, I can get seriously hurt.
Damn.
No one knew why James would do something like that. That was until early 2020, when his family came forward and blamed his appearance on My 600 Pound Life for his untimely death. According to them, James reached out to one of the show's production assistants with his struggles, sending her messages like, "I am a effed up wreck right now. I'm not in a good place right now, it's dark, and I had a breakdown." But instead of taking his mental health struggles more seriously, the production assistant allegedly replied with, "Fake it till you make it."
Niggas be trolls, bro. Fake it till you make it, nigga. That's what you told this nigga? That was your best life-changing advice, nigga? Yo, bro. You a troll, bro. You a troll, bro. Fake it till you make it to a nigga that's... Bro, it's crazy. Or, can I say that? Damn, this vibe might be tonight. Shit. Nah, I'm gonna have to censor that for sure on YouTube. Nah. Yeah, nah. Man's mental health is serious, bro.
Completely dismissing the challenges he was facing, which should never have been the case, as his dark thoughts were visible even during the show's production.
There's days where I feel so worthless. I think I'd be better off in the ground.
To make matters worse, his family alleged that he was drowning in debt as well, since the show's producers failed to cover the medical expenses they promised they would. His family also took things a step further and filed $1 million lawsuit against the show's parent company, Megalomedia. If the things they alleged were completely actually true, this should have been a quick and easy victory. However, that's where things took an unexpected turn. You see, while James's family was the first to take legal action against Megalomedia, they were far from the last. Soon after this, other participants, some of which we talked about earlier, also started filing lawsuits against the company for alleged mistreatment, lack of mental health facilities, and failure to pay previously promised medical bills. It wasn't long before Megalomedia was facing lawsuits from 10 different participants. However, instead of the love and support you'd expect these individuals to receive, the online community largely turned against them for being ungrateful. As one person in response—
Yo, there's nothing. If you are a marginalized group, if you are an outsider to normalized society, nigga, you are gonna get some of the worst treatment you could possibly get, bro. Like, you are going to receive like the worst treat. Like, I don't know what's wrong with niggas, bro. That tribalism shit, niggas think that shit is primitive, bro. That's a part of our DNA. Like, real shit. Because how do you look at niggas who are promised a service that cost a lot of money? They are used to be profited off of by a large corporation. And then when they sue them niggas for not fulfilling their end of the deal, how is it the person that is wronged? How is it their fault? How are they getting backlash, bro? You making millions off of niggas because they have these struggles. Now, obviously, niggas shouldn't get to that point of being that fat, but everyone makes mistakes. Nigga, have some sympathy. How are they receiving backlash for standing up for themselves, bro? It's because they fat, bro. Like, yo, real shit. Niggas have like, bro, it's like real shit, bro. We have lost the ability to. I feel like we're getting to a point where niggas are gonna be so like disconnected from their empathy, bro. Is like, it's crazy, bro. Like, niggas gonna be so desensitized and shit, bro. It's like, damn, nigga, tough shit, and then they gonna move on, bro. Real talk, bro. It's fucked up. It's mad fucked up.
Response to David Bolton's lawsuit about unpaid medical bills, wrote, he
you would know, Sasuke.
Of medical treatment covered
No,
by
that was Dickie. My fault, gang. I love you, bro. My fault, bro. That was Dickie, bro. You're not a Final K variant. Shout out my nigga Final K. Shout out my nigga Sasuke, bro.
Show and claims they made it more stressful. Dude would have died without the show, but hey, that's nothing to compare to wanting money, right? Similarly,
like,
Jeannie Covey
that's
faced backlash
so dumb,
for claiming
nigga.
the
That was
show
such a
should
dumb
have stopped
statement.
production after her father's death. After all, she signed the contracts willingly, and it wasn't as if the producers forced her to stick with the weight loss plan in the months that followed. With one comment on YouTube writing, right from the start, she had a huge chip on her shoulder. She was a victim, a special case. Nobody understood her. Her gomless mum was serving up meals big enough for 6 people, but neither of them, quote, realized they were breaking the diet. Jeannie turned this into a battle between herself and Dr. Now, because she couldn't take responsibility for herself and buckled down to dieting. And these weren't the only examples. People had seen many of the contestants that filed a suit act entitled and prideful on the show. This gave them a reason to question and challenge the criticisms these participants raised against the production, with one comment scrutinizing the claims made by James's family following his death, reading, I think LB's family is just looking to cope with his blank. Which, yes, very tragic, but the weight loss was probably the only happiness he's had in recent years.
The reason, bro, we will never have thoughtful and progressive conversations if niggas think skinny equal happy. Bro, you could be too skinny. Bro. Saying a nigga had his happiest moments was when he was losing weight is so fucking fat phobic, bro. Like, that's actually crazy. That's like nigga, how would you know, bro? Like, the nigga was on the show losing weight, saying that like sometimes he feels like he should just not be here, bro. And you talking about a nigga was at his happiest at that moment, bro? Clearly the nigga wasn't. He's on national television saying that he don't want to be alive, bro. Like, that's fucked up, gang. And niggas don't take that shit seriously, bro. Like, dude, he literally, like, bro, the signs were there, bro. Like, niggas just don't wake up one day and say, oh, yeah, I'm gonna leave the server, bro. Yeah, one day, game over, bro. It's over for me, nigga. Like, it's a build up to that, gang. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's fucked up, bro. That's dead fucked up, my nigga. Whoever wrote this comment, this nigga name is Evil G. Like, and it's a fucking loser named Evil Genius 138, bro. Like, come on, bro. Be so serious.
I think he most likely was suffering in a much deeper way. He worked the program and
really?
seemed happy with the result.
Oh, really? He was suffering in a deeper way? Really, bro? Hold on, bro. Really, bro? He was suffering, bro? I couldn't tell. Wow, bro. Like, what? Are you fucking stupid? Like, bro, come on, bro.
I think his case
the
will
debt
turn out to be a
probably fucked him
case
up too,
of some
bro.
kind of tragic blank in childhood that he was never able to work through. His family needs to put their grief where it belongs instead of latching onto an easy excuse for blank because there are no easy answers. One person with alleged onset experience also suggested that Megalomedia was likely meticulous with the contracts contestants were required to sign, implying that the lawsuits filed against the company
You gotta read
won't
the fine
last
print,
long.
bro.
And that's exactly what happened on the
Nigga said,
14th of April
chill your heart rate going up.
2022
Yo,
when
nigga, your name is Gus. Bro, your name is Gus. Can we highlight that, bro? Gus be trying to get this shit off like he got swag, nigga. I will never, ever, ever, ever see a nigga with swag named Gus. Like, you chose that username. Even if your name was Gustavo, nigga, you could have at least, like, you could have gave a code name, nigga. Like, you could have had some type of swaggy shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really said Gus. Like, you could have said Gustavo. Like, come on, bro. You said Gus, nigga. Like, bro, who looks at their child and says, nah, this is a Gus? Like, come on, bro. Can we be serious? That sound like a stomach bug. Like, that makes no sense, bro. And, nigga, I'm not 36, but even if I was, like, your name is Gus, and it makes perfect sense because your brain cells can't, like, comprehend. Living longer doesn't equal bad. Like, nigga, oh, shit. But, like, come on, bro. Like, it makes no sense. Like, you're stupid, nigga. I expect nothing else from a nigga named Gus0718, bro. I can't even argue with you, bro. I'm losing PR just by doing that.
A Texas court dismissed all the lawsuits in one fell swoop. Now, while the lawsuits were largely dismissed because of the airtight contracts, that doesn't mean the claims were entirely baseless. But unless a future lawsuit moves forward and prevails, there's no way to confirm their validity at this point. That said, there are still plenty of questionable things.
Like, how do you look at this show and be like, yeah, no, this is entertainment. Like, nigga, this is disgusting.
About My 600 Pounds
I'm not saying
Life,
she's disgusting because she's a person. I'm not saying she's disgusting because, like, you know, she's a person, but, like, nigga, she's disgusting because she's, like, morbidly obese. I can't look at that. I'm sorry. I'm not looking at that for entertainment. Now, obviously, she has rights and she deserves to be respected the same way a human being should. But, like, how did you get to that point?
Continue to cast a shadow over its legacy, like the humiliating shower scene that's shown while continuing to cast a shadow over its legacy, like the
nigga 6 plates. 6? You got 6 plates of shit, bro. And nigga, I swear to God, bro. She got a mountain of biscuits, bacon, eggs, ham. Nigga, why you need to eat this much food? Like, why? Like, what makes you do this? Bro, my mom watched this shit, bro. Like, that ass nigga, she would be watching this. She'll ask me, like, yo, you gonna take care of me if I'm 600 pounds, nigga? Like, no, bro. I'm sorry. I'm hiring a nurse for this, bro. I'm hiring a nurse for this. I'm not, like, nigga. She wouldn't ask me that if she got 600 pounds. My mom is an athlete. She'll never get to this point. That ass nigga, she went to college. She had a scholarship for track, nigga. She could never get to this point. But she asked me if my partner ever got to 600 pounds, would I still be with him? Nigga, fuck no. I wouldn't even let bro, how do you let someone you love get to 600 pounds? Like, how do you feed this addiction? How do you feed this addiction? Like, nigga, I wouldn't even let them get to this point, nigga. If I love somebody, I could never let them get to this point, nigga. So if you got to this point, clearly you don't love yourself. So you can't love me. I'm not, like, nigga, no. Ew, no.
The humiliating shower
I'll be your
scene
friend.
that's
I'll try to
shown
help you, but, like,
introducing each
nigga,
new contestant.
partner,
Many fans see
slow
them
down,
as
nigga.
degrading and exploitative, which begs the question, why do the cast members even agree to do these extremely embarrassing scenes in the first place? For a while, there was a rumor floating around on the internet that participants were paid over $1,000 for that scene alone, which was almost as much as they received for a full episode. However, Angie J, who was on the show at one point, clarified this on Reddit,
So
and according to her, there is no extra pay for it. But the shower scene is pretty much mandatory as part of showing the participants' daily life. In other words, anyone hoping to appear on the show and receive help must first agree to that scene, even if it comes at the cost of their dignity. But that's not even the end of it, because on top of all the shady stuff that's allegedly going on behind the scenes, there are some serious issues with what the show actually chooses to put on camera, and nothing highlights this better than Dr. Mike's reaction reaction to one of the show's episodes on his channel, where he raised concerns from the moment Dr. Now began his procedure.
And you have responsibility to your kids. So from this point on, we are going to make changes in your eating habit.
This is a very old school way of doctoring, where you tell a patient that you have children, you need to do better for them, and you try and lecture a patient. But in most instances, the way that you get a patient to where they want to be is by asking them the questions and getting them to a place where they say, I need to do this for my kids. Just the fact that they vocalized it rather than you did will already go further in their success rate.
This was followed by Dr. Now outlining the participants' dietary plan, which Dr. Mike also found somewhat concerning.
To stick with the low-carb diet and eat only 3 times a day and no snacking. This will be a 1,200 calorie a day diet.
I don't know how they...
Are you dead ass? Are you dead ass? You're telling someone that clearly eats more than they need to suddenly go to 1,200 calories per day? Yo, that's why niggas be getting loose skin, bro. You're not supposed to, if you have that much weight, you're not supposed to lose it that fast. You have to give your body time to adjust. Like, nigga, if I'm eating 5,000 calories, for me to go to 1,200 calories a day is such a dramatic shift. Not only am I less likely to stick to that diet, my body is gonna I'm gonna have so much loose skin, nigga, I could fly. Like, dead ass, nigga. Like, are we serious, bro? How do I, like, come on, bro. Clearly that nigga doesn't have your best interest at heart, bro. Like, real shit. Like real shit, bro. I'm gonna keep it talking. Clearly he doesn't have your best interest in mind, bro. Because why would he tell you that?
They expect her to go from eating what she's eating to a 1,200 calorie diet.
It makes no sense, bro.
I just feel like you're setting up a person for failure on that. She's gonna have massive cravings, especially with the difficulties of her job. It's gonna make her sad. It's gonna make her uncomfortable.
And
Like,
Dr. Now's plan for incorporating exercise into the participants' routine wasn't much better either.
Your ability to do exercise and walk.
And you want her to exercise and walk with 1,200 calories?
That makes no
it's just
sense,
completely unreasonable.
I really don't do a lot of walking.
Or how much you can walk before you feel tired and give up.
Maybe like from here to your waiting room.
She should really be working with a nutritionist to figure out
That's
what
bad.
she's already consuming and make changes from there, as opposed to getting a cookie cutter 1,200 calorie recommendation
1,200
and telling her
like,
to
bro.
exercise when she's never exercised.
Hold on, bro. That's not
before.
realistic.
It's just going to be a major shock to the system. I think even the most well-intentioned patient is going to struggle.
Yeah,
with that.
exactly.
Even the way Dr. Now, quote, approved the surgery didn't sit right with Dr. Mike.
You're making good progress, and I think you're gonna be a good candidate for weight loss surgery, okay? But you still have a BMI close to 100. So I'm gonna send you to the hospital so we can run some tests on you, make sure you are safe for anesthesia.
The number going
If
how
all
your
those
BMI
tests
scale?
are good, I'll approve you for surgery.
I hate that he says it as if like he needs to approve. We'll send you to the hospital for some special tests to make sure it's safe for you to go for the surgery. Not for me to decide if it's safe. You're not deciding. The tests are deciding whether or not it's safe for the patient. It's in their best interest. It's not you gatekeeping it.
So while Dr. Now is known for being stern yet patient with participants, there's still room for improvement when it comes to his overall approach and methodology, which he still has plenty of time to do, since the show isn't going anywhere. While its viewership has been on the decline since 2021, it's still popular enough to warrant new seasons, even 13 years after it first aired on.
Hey, man, whoever watching My 600 Pound Life casually, you're a sick nigga, bro. Like, real shit. I watch some old clips, but the fact that shit's still airing, you are sick. You are disgusting. Like, what do you get off by watching fat niggas struggle to lose weight, bro? Like, bro, you're weird. You're a weirdo.